Hey guys, welcome to TST Garage. I'm Bart, and in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the installation of an LED flasher relay on your bike. Anytime you replace your OEM signal equipment with aftermarket LED type signals, there may be a symptom present where you go into hyperflash, which is flashing much faster than the OEM 85 cycle per minute rate, slower flash, which presents itself as very, very slow flash rate, or any of the following two, stuck on or stuck off. What you see in front of me are 4 different examples of our LED flasher relay. They are a direct replacement for the OEM equipment. They have the same kind of tab that you use for mounting the actual device onto the bike. We do have several different types of sockets that are adaptable to different motorcycles. In this video, we'll show you the appropriate part for your motorcycle so that you can make your installation plug and play and without any fuss. So we've already covered why you would want to mount one of these relays onto your bike. Let's get into a few details here really quick before we get into the installation. These are plug and play. They also work with a combination of different types of signaling equipment. So for instance, if you changed one signal pair to LED and still keeping the OEM incandescent light bulbs in the other positions, that'll work. No big deal. Just don't exceed 3 amps of current draw. In addition to plug and play ability and easy installation, we do also have adjustability built into this relay. If you strip off the gray cap, you'll be able to adjust the flash rate, fine tune it to your liking, faster or slower. It does arrive to you preset to 85 cycles per minute like the OEM systems. If you feel the need to change that, you have that capability just by following those steps. At the end of this video, we will have a detailed explanation showcased on a bike so that you can follow along and have the steps broken down for you. Now I'm chomping at the bit to show you guys just how easy it is to install and configure this on a bike. But before we do, I wanted to answer 2 questions that are very common that our customer service folks have asked me to answer in this video. One of them is, how many relays do I need for one motorcycle? It's just one relay that controls front and rear, left and right. No big deal. The other question is, does this work with sequential signaling equipment? Yes, it does. No problem. In fact, signaling equipment that uses a sequential pattern typically doesn't complete the sequence from inboard to outboard. If the flash rate is too fast, using one of these relays will enable your equipment to complete each blink sequence and be good to go. All right, let's grab ourselves a motorcycle and let's continue with this install. Step 1 will involve removing the seat here to gain access. This is our relay right here. We will simply pull up on it to clear it off the tab, and then we'll grab the connector, unplug it. We will want to scavenge this rubber hanger piece. Sometimes they are resistant to removal, so I pry up with a flathead screwdriver, and then it gets a little bit easier. Now we will grab our TST Industries relay, pry up on the tab a little bit, mount the rubber keeper on that tab, and now it is ready to go back on the sub tray. Electrical installation is very simple. There's only one way you can plug it in, replace it, test the system, and you have proper flash. Now, if you've decided that you do want to venture down the avenue of experimenting with the flash rate, let's slip this cap off. And now we'll need to have this actually connected to the bike. As I mentioned in the intro, we don't want to touch any of the electrical connector components or any of these onboard components to anything that may be grounded. So we'll need to hold this here and then make our adjustment here while the bike is powered up and we have a signal lamp running. A little screwdriver, turning it one way speeds it up, turning it the other way slows it down. Now there is a delay in the effect, so once you move it, give it a little bit of time until it catches up with itself,
and then adjust it to your liking. I happen to like it right around 85 cycles per minute, so I will return it to that rate. Power the bike down. Once you've made your adjustment, the gray cap does have a channel for the circuit board that is closer to the tab side. Make sure that that channel slides over the circuit board, and then you'll want to make sure that it actually gets the tabs engaged, and then slip it back on. We're done.